So I realized something today. I realized that the whole reason I made this channel was so that I could give you guys on YouTube the exact same advice that I'm giving to my friends every single day in person. I give so much travel advice every single day while clients sit down in my chair to get their hair done, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I know so much and I have so much to give. Why don't I make a YouTube channel? Anyway, it was today that I realized, as I was helping one of my clients get cheaper flights to Jamaica for her and her boyfriend, and I saved them over $1,000, that I haven't really talked about the best ways to get cheaper flights on this channel. So that's what we're going to talk about today. At the time of this video, I have been to all 7 continents and 82 countries. In 67 of those countries, I did as a single mom before I married Brian. Obviously, I was on a budget, and so every single one of the trips that I went on was pretty cheap in my standards. And that is because I followed all of these tips that I'm about to show you guys in this video. I went to South Africa for only $700. I went to Greece for only $500. And I went to Fiji for only $560. And I'm not even talking about travel credit cards in this video, because I did every single one of those trips without travel credit cards. If you guys are new here, hi, I'm Lauren Kelly from It's the Kellys, and here on this channel we want to help you travel often and pack well like we do. So if that sounds like something you want to learn, please go ahead and press that subscribe button and then comment down below with any questions that you have, because we love to answer your questions and then possibly even make a video with the questions that you're asking. So my first tip is going to be to look for one-way flight. Most of the time you're going to go to your computer and you're going to type in a round trip from your home to your destination, and that's totally fine. You should do that as well. But you should also type in one way from your home to your destination, and then one way from your destination to home, because sometimes adding those 2 one-way flights together can make your round trip a lot cheaper. You could shave off hundreds of dollars by doing this, and it's definitely something that I've done. It doesn't always work, but when it does work, it's amazing. It especially works a lot for domestic trips within the US. Number 2 is to fly out of a different airport than your home airport. So sometimes I do this by looking at places that I can drive to, which our home airport is the Detroit airport. So we could easily drive to Toronto, we could easily drive to Grand Rapids, we could probably even easily drive to Chicago. So at first I look at all of those for my trips, and I usually only do this for international trips. Domestic trips, it's usually not worth it. I'm also going to look out of major cities that have hubs. I almost always look out of any New York airport, a DC airport, a Boston airport, and a Chicago airport, as well as Toronto. So when I go ahead and start to look at my flights, I have a little piece of paper with me, and I write down Detroit to destination, Toronto to destination, Chicago to destination, New York to destination, DC to destination, and Boston to destination. Now you're probably wondering, okay, but then I still have to get to New York. Yes, but your home to New York is probably going to be fairly cheap, being a domestic flight, and you can even go budget on that or use points and miles that you have acquired. I have done this on almost every single one of my flights and have saved hundreds and hundreds and probably thousands of dollars by booking flights this way. When I wanted to go to Greece, I flew out of Chicago. When I wanted to go to South Africa, I flew out of New York. When I wanted to go to Ghana, I flew out of DC, and when I wanted to go to Fiji, I flew out of LA. This can also help in a little bit more of an advanced way. Let's say you want to go to the Maldives, and that's going to be about $2,000 to go from Detroit with all of these different stops along the way. However, to get to the Maldives from India is very, very, very cheap. So maybe you want to go from your home to India and then to the Maldives, and then you add up all those prices together and it's a much better deal. Number 3 is to subscribe to low fare subscription sites. I definitely belong to a couple of them, but my favorite one that I like is Scott's Cheap Flights, and you should really sign up for Scott's Cheap Flights as well. They have quite a few different tiers of memberships. Some are free and some are paid. Obviously, the higher your membership goes, the better deals and the more frequent deals you are going to get, and you can pick several home airports to choose from. So you can choose your home airport like I was saying, but then you can choose other major airports to look out of for deals as well. Then you will get alerted if you want to go to the Maldives and they have a very good deal from New York to the Maldives. You can go ahead and buy that and then figure out your way to get to New York. I'm going to provide a link down below if you want to sign up for Scott's Cheap Flights, and I really think that it's the best one out there versus all the other ones, because they are going to give you the best flight options and not give you anything that has like 4 different stops or crappy budget airlines. This site is absolutely legit, and it can really help you with any type of deals that you want to get, especially if you're open to the destination and the dates that you want to go. Number 4 is to book far in advance. Now, I like to really start researching my trips about a year in advance, and then maybe booking the flights maybe about 9 months in advance. For a domestic flight with budget airlines, they might not be out that early in advance. Prices are only going to get higher as you inch closer to your destination. And I'm sorry, but I think that things like the Hopper app are just pretty ridiculous. I've seen so many people that say, I can't buy this flight yet. Hopper says it's gonna go down in 5 days. And then it doesn't go down and it actually goes up, and then they get mad. The sooner the better, always. Number 5 is to use Skyscanner or Google Flights if you are looking for something specific. I love these because they really scan all of the different sites out there on the internet that can get you flight deals. I am always in flight research mode, and if I have my phone in my hand, I can almost guarantee that if it's not me responding to a comment from you guys, it's me looking up a flight on Skyscanner. And I think everyone that knows me personally can attest to that. It's basically a search engine that scans all of the different little third-party websites out there, as well as the airline official websites, for the best deals for your flight. And even if I'm not looking to buy that day, I still look to research. This is the website where I type everything in, like I said, of all of the different airports to all the different destinations to find my best deal. I do have a link down below if you want to start booking your flights with Skyscanner, so definitely click on that if you're interested. Now, sometimes it's going to take you to a third-party website to book, which I've definitely done, and then I have definitely avoided. It just kind of depends. It has its pros and cons. If you guys want me to do a video on pros and cons of booking third party, please let me know down below, and I am happy to film it for you. Number 6 is my final tip, and that is to be a little bit flexible in your dates if at all possible. I know every single year when I go on spring break with Brian and Nolan, I am always looking, starting with Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, and that usually Friday is going to be best to fly out, and then I'm always going to look at coming home on that Friday, Saturday, or Sunday to really see what the best deal is. And then when you're deep in flight research mode, you might realize that if you're trying to fly from this city to this city, that certain airlines might only fly certain days of the week. They might only fly to that island Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So if you're looking to do it on a Thursday, you might want to try to do it on a Wednesday or a Friday instead, because you're going to get that better deal. Definitely smarter to travel during the week as opposed to a weekend, and it is definitely the smartest to avoid holidays. Everybody knows that it's a holiday over Christmas, Easter, 4th of July, Thanksgiving, Labor Day, Memorial Day, all of that. So of course airlines are going to be hiking those prices up, so anything that you can avoid is going to be better. So So let's use this as an example. If I wanted to fly from Detroit to Miami on Christmas Day and come back on New Year's Day, it's going to be $814 on a budget airline. However, if I went January 7th through the 14th, which are the same days of the week, and at the exact same airline, it's only $200. So maybe I don't want to fly over Christmas. Maybe I want to fly in January instead, when everything is a lot less chaotic and I'm getting a much better deal for the exact same flight. All right, so I know a lot of those aren't going to work every single time, but that is exactly what I do when I want to find a cheaper flight. If you guys want me to do a video on exactly what I do to find my flight deals and see me doing the research, probably with a glass of wine in my hand, let me know down below and I can make that, although it might be a little bit boring, but you would learn a lot. I am deep in flight research mode every day for all of my flights in 2023 and some even in 2024. A couple other things I just want to clear up real quick besides the fact that I don't like to use the Hopper app. I don't think that there is a cheaper day of the week to buy flights. Everybody thinks it's a Tuesday. I could book it on a Tuesday, a Monday, a Thursday, and a Saturday, and it's usually all the same anyway. Also, you should really delete your internet history and cookies when searching, because if your computer knows that you are looking for certain things, that's not going to be a good thing. So surprise it all the time, do an incognito tab, whatever. Also, I like to look on my laptop as well as my phone, because sometimes you can look up using Skyscanner app and then Skyscanner on the computer, and it's going to give you different options of flights and different prices for flights. And I'm not really sure why, but I always like to check both, especially on the day that I am booking. Happy researching, you guys. Let me know down in the comments what flight deals you have found in the past. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.